Welcome back. Today we're breaking down the latest court hearing between Min Hee-jin and Belift Lab, the one where they're demanding $2 billion won from her for alleged defamation. A lot happened, so let's go through it in a clear, simple way. So what was this hearing actually about? This wasn't a case about copyright or trying to prove plagiarism directly. The lawsuit is about whether Min Hee-jin's statements, saying that iLit copied NewJeans, count as defamation or spreading false information. So the court had both sides present. Belift Lab, the plaintiff, Min Hee-jin's team, the defendant. Each side got 15 minutes to show a PPT presentation, and then 30 minutes of spoken arguments. What did Min Hee-jin's side say? Her team's main message basically said that everything she said was a legitimate opinion, not a lie, and therefore not defamation. They argued her statements were made as Ador's CEO and NewJeans' producer, during a time when iLit versus NewJeans similarities were already a huge public debate. Even if some of her comments included facts, nothing was proven to be false. So in their view, it's not defamation, it's just telling the truth. They also accused Belift Lab of dragging private conversations into the trial, twisting them to build a negative narrative and damaging her reputation even more. Min Hee-jin's team has heavily emphasized the question of why she is being sued personally. They argue that Ador released an official statement criticizing the alleged similarities, not Min as an individual. Therefore, if Belift Lab has an issue, they should be suing Ador, the company, and not Min personally. Their core argument is that Belift is targeting her personally to apply pressure and harass her. About the accusation regarding the press conference, Belift tried to claim the April 25th event was part of a pre-planned media manipulation scheme. Min's team strongly denied this, stating that the press conference was originally called to explain Ador's concerns about the copying issue. They emphasized that out of the 2-hour conference, the segment discussing iLit versus NewJeans lasted only 5 minutes, specifically as an answer to a journalist's question, proving it was not a planned attack.
제가 아이릿을 비방하는 게 아니라요. 걔네가 무슨 죄가 있겠어요, 애들이. 어른이 문제지. 아이릿 이걸로 제가 왜 문제 제기를 했냐면 표절이 모두가 다 생머리 할 수 있죠. 근데 문제는 이 우리의 제작 포뮬러 자체를 너무 모방했다는 거예요. 그거 제가 자료로 남긴 것까지 그것도 뭐라고 하던데 그 자료 남긴 게 도대체 비교하는 게 어도어 입장에선 당연한 일이에요. 제가 이거 혐오하는 이유가 뭐냐면요. 이렇게 누가 쉽게 누구 거를 이렇게 따라해서 좀 잘 되잖아? 그러면 없는 애들이요 더 좌절감에 빠져. 있는 애들도 저렇게 따라해서 잘 되는데 없는 애들 뭐하러 고민하냐. 그냥 잘 된 거 그냥 베끼면 되지. 그러면요 다 모두가 뉴진스가 돼. 그럼 뉴진스한테도 나쁘고 얘네들한테도 나빠요 장기적으로. 이게 업을 망가뜨린다니까요.
Min Hee-jin's side presented several examples to support their claim that copying occurred, citing similarities between iLit and NewJeans. They pointed to the debut rollout, specifically mentioning iLit appearing at a fashion event before their debut, which they stated was exactly what NewJeans did. They also brought up the choreography, noting that the attention choreography was highly distinctive and symbolic of NewJeans. Furthermore, they discussed hanbok photo shoots, asserting that the photo shoots looked almost indistinguishable in terms of color palette, styling, props, lighting, poses, and composition. Regarding the debut concept plans, Min's side claimed that Belift kept changing their story about when iLit's concept was finalized, and that they never presented the so-called July plan they claim existed. They also mentioned internal employee testimonies that allegedly said NewJeans' plan was referenced while making iLits. Min Hee-jin's team emphasized a crucial point. The public had already noticed and commented on the resemblance between iLit and NewJeans even before Min addressed the issue publicly. They presented evidence showing that criticism began appearing as early as March 25th, the day of iLit's debut. Furthermore, they demonstrated that between March 25 and April 21st, keywords such as copying, knockoff, plagiarism, and controversy were already trending in relation to iLit. This was argued to signify that the scandal did not originate because she made a statement. Rather, she commented because the scandal already existed. Min Hee-jin's team also pointed to what they considered inconsistencies in Belift's statements regarding the finalization of Illit's concept. They noted that Belift first claimed that Illit's concept was fixed on July 21, 2023, but no documents from that date were submitted as evidence. Subsequently, in a 2024 video, Belift changed the version, stating that the concept process had begun on September 1st, after the members were finalized. Min's team argued that the July 21st date made no sense, as the final members of ILIT had not even been selected yet. It was reiterated that the police had already investigated her concerning the charge of breach of trust, and concluded there was no evidence of intent or action related to an attempted takeover. This finding, they stressed, directly contradicts the earlier narrative put forth by Hybe. Min Hee-jin's team stated that her motive for speaking out was to protect the value of NewJeans and to criticize what she viewed as unfair production practices by Belift and Hybe, emphasizing that it was not intended to harm the reputation of Illit or Belift. Regarding the financial claims made by Belift, Min's team insisted that the alleged damages, such as lower album sales or lost advertising opportunities, were vague, unproven, and entirely unrelated to any statements she had made. The court acknowledged similarities in NewJeans and Illit's handbook pictorials, based on multiple elements, saying that it's almost impossible to tell the difference. And even commented, "It is surprising that Min haven't emphasized this point earlier." Min Hee-jin submitted testimony from a Hybe employee, indicating that NewJeans' planning documents were referenced in the development of Illit's plan. The testimony further states that Belift approved choreography only when it contained movements similar to those of NewJeans. The testimony further revealed that Belift's director was shown NewJeans' billboard campaign and instructed to replicate it for ILIT. The Hybe employee said they stepped forward because they were uncomfortable with the way NewJeans' planning materials were being used. Belift's own planning documents and timeline for Illit also showed multiple contradictions. Min Hee-jin's side also addressed Belift's claim that NewJeans is just a copy of other girl groups. They pointed out that this argument doesn't match how the public actually reacted. As they explained, when NewJeans debuted, people didn't compare them to other girl groups. They were seen as something fresh and different. But when Illit appeared, the immediate reaction wasn't, "This reminds me of another group." It was specifically, "This reminds me of NewJeans." In other words, the comparison only happened one way. NewJeans set the standard, and Illit was the one being associated with them, not the opposite. So basically, this hearing was about whether MHJ defamed Belift, and her side argued she didn't. They said her comments were truthful. The similarities were already obvious to everyone. What do you guys think about all this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like the video and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching.